statistically valid. Overall, I mean, that there is a reason we have, and this is the funny part, is you can say, oh, that's bullshit. But when it comes to black people and they like to stereotype white people, they literally use stereotypes.
All right, now follow me because I'm going to we're going to get it. Let me get for a second, all right? And then now let's take it back to upper middle class. So now we're talking
signs that say arrest Elon Musk.
I guarantee it's organized by the same people that are going to lose a shitload of money based on all these discoveries at Doge. There's no way to not. If you look at what Doge is uncovering,
you click the button, you got 15 seconds to say what you want to say. You record
it. I profile a bunch of black people with a bunch of black people.
Well, Scott, okay, so I live in Scottsdale, Arizona.
That's the only reason why they
profile is when you say, okay, out of all these people, I think it's that guy. Because what it might say, because he might fit the description, you know? Now, you can't be up in the hood with a number of blacks and you say that guy. Hell, it would be all these niggas. All right, so I think profiling is a better environment to talk about profiling when you got, maybe got area where there's a bunch of whites and some blacks there. So profiling is this is a better space for them. So profiling would exist there. I know it. I know it very well because I've seen it. Of course it happens. It makes one. Profiling in the hood, that's so weird. Like, there's nothing but black people there. Of course, like, who are you profiling, I guess? But anyway, whatever. So yes, profiling exists there. Pepe, let me see. Let me get your thoughts on that. I think you would agree. And Faye, it seems like you would too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was given, but
yeah, we get that too.
I'm glad you rephrased it, but also so we're just talking about let's take away the environment of black communities because there's always over policing in my opinion. But let's say downtown.
Upper middle class. Let's get into the comfort zone.
Let's just say driving on the main roads, a highway. It could be anything, but just focus on that. That's what we're trying to get at, not
because you want to get through that jail.
Yeah. Let's just focus on downtown, central, Manhattan, okay?
And I think that gets us closer to your original point, Pepe. And what do you think?
He's on the phone. Shit, Monica. Go back to Monica then.
I don't think the arguments are flawed. I think you'll have valid points. It goes back to what people are known for as a group, and I don't like identity politics.
Sure,
but
all right. So now we can say, given that, now we finally got us a good example of white privilege, right? So if you're white, upper middle class, and you're black and upper middle class, you say one group has a privilege and not having to go through that bullshit.
Well, you're more likely if you're middle class to have your finances and taxes examined by the IRS.
See, I want to join in.
Wait. Let me go. So if you're in middle class or upper middle class, you're likely to what?
Maybe have your taxes more closely scrutinized by the IRS. Because maybe middle class cheats on their taxes more, or the wealthy. I don't.
Is that profiling?
Wouldn't it be?
You have to tell me, let me know, so we can look into it.
But it would be profiling by class and not by race. So
we're talking about
go back to race.
Yeah, we're going back to racial.
And then if we need to, we'll open up to your example. I don't think I fully latched on what you're trying to say. I don't want to be dismissive.
Can I give a better
example? Remember, I'm only trying to be organized.
Okay.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad. No, I get what Monica.
Hey, little Trump, no matter how many times you press the can I speak button.
Yeah, Monica, you don't even have to address it. It's going to ruin the flow of the conversation. Sorry, hon. Just ignore it. We've been ignoring it. I was going to say, we're going to stick to racial profiling. We're going to talk about the demographics that we just discussed regarding, big city, nice area, two black people. Okay, I mean, white person, black person, right? Let's just say, for example, the Harvard professor, I don't know if you remember that during Obama's administration, and a nice side of Roxbury was trying to, he locked himself out of the house, right? He's a prominent professor with, good income academics and all that, and he got racially profiled, right? Like they thought he was breaking into his house and he was trying to show his ID, but he got arrested and all that went down, right? So, you know, even with a guy with that economic bracket, with that title and prestige neighborhood, I mean, still he faced racial profiling. Had it been a white guy trying to break into his house, my thought is like, would it have been the same situation?
We cannot. So yeah, that's another example. We cannot deny. There's no pushback on that first one or the second one. So yeah, racial profiling is a thing, and the only part that we're at is we're gonna move.
I added the class too, just to kind of throw in a little.
Yeah, well, you know, I said that it seemed to be upper middle class. With you got whites and blacks in upper middle class, and you know, what group is getting racially profiled? It's the black group. And someone, you know, you can reasonably consider, you know, white people can say that, okay, that's kind of a privilege not to have to go through that shit. You know, my rotator cuff ain't torn. That's nice.
Can I speak, please?
Quick thing. Yeah, Aurora wanted to talk. I just wanted to say.
No. Sorry about that, Aurora.
Well, I had a point to make if you would have let me finish instead of rudely kicking me down.
I didn't kick your ass down.
Whoever did, I'm saying whoever did.
I kicked you out.
I co-signed it. Jesus was a black man has nothing to do with white privilege, Aurora.
No, Aurora. No.
It's fine. All right. So then, fine. Okay. So white privilege. Are we agreeing? Or are we not? Oh, Hyder. Yes. Oh no, you wanted to say something about Aurora. Does that sound like white privilege to you, Hyder? Yes.
Sorry. Could you repeat that again, sir?
So the example would be racial profiling, and then there was this example within that, like the use of excessive force. I think Monica brought up rolling fire, and then something about blacks and Hispanics, you know, more susceptible to or experience excessive force more than whites. Okay, so we took the example to upper middle class because all this ghetto shit was getting in there, and so. And I mean, just the best example would be where there's mainly white and then some blacks. How else are we gonna profile? You know?
Yeah. I think both sides came to a consensus because there has been reports and studies and research into it. But I also agree with Monica. You know, if a description is given and there's incompetent cops like not really looking at the description or asking more further questions, then you know, identities can be misconstrued. I think there was a book called Lucky. I don't know if you Monica, if you remember that book, where there was this white lady who said she was in university and basically she got SA'd, and then she made a book about it. They lined up 5 men for her, and then she identified the wrong guy that assaulted her, and basically her lawyer did something, and then it was the wrong man that went to jail for about like 30 years or 26 years, I can't remember. But he won his case and he won his innocence and got $5 million back. But you know, she
You're basically saying they could have fit the description.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Now, 11-year-old Kirko gave his example with his little Game Boy and his Pokemon cards in his pocket. I wonder if he fit the description too. I wonder what the description actually is. Is it black? Is it one word? The description.
So that's where the problem is coming from, where they're getting from dispatch, hey, it's a black person, but hey, can you expand further? Do you know? And that's where I'm saying where the incompetence
that's
of
where you think the problem is coming from.
That's where the problem is from. Yeah.
You're not. Would you believe that? Do you actually believe that the description is black?
To me?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I think if you're picking my brain, I would say that if they're saying it's black and they're not giving further descriptions.
Well, this is worse than I thought. All right, so fine. Now, well, that makes it clear as day then. Shit. Now, whatever the reason, maybe they all fit the description. You know.
I'll give you an example.
The description says black, and that's a huge problem. Goodness gracious.
I'll give you a perfect example. There was a British.
You okay with using that example? Because I don't, we can do examples all night, but
yeah.
this one seems to be fine. I'd like to get your thoughts, because the only part that we're left at is, now if you're in upper middle class, you got blacks and whites, and there's racial profiling that does exist. Monica provided the data, it does exist. Face backed it up, Pepe backed it up, If you're a white person, right, can you say, yeah, that's a bit of a privilege of mine, got to have through what that guy's going through.
I agree.
Okay. Too easy. We don't need all this. All right, but I appreciate it.
I just wanted to add also, T, there was a famous thing that happened here in London where a British Olympian, she was stopped by the police twice in a week. And so it's not normal, because obviously you got this person in a database. She was pregnant, she was with her child and her husband, and the police stopped her. Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, they stopped her in her car, and she was an Olympic. She just won the Olympics, right? And it was just about like a month prior before winning, after winning the Olympics. So she was stopped by the police car with her husband. They let her go. They said false identity. The second time they stopped her, when the police footage came out, they dragged her and her baby out of the car. And she said, hey, this happened last week. So that's what I mean by, and she even came up on TV and said they went with a description of black people in a car.
Yikes.
So that needs correcting, because, that's not right. And then she was more accosted than her husband, her spouse. So they were looking for a black woman in a car?
They were just generally looking for a group of black people in a car. So, and then they saw the baby, and then they thought the baby was in danger. They dragged the baby out of her arms and whatnot. Yeah, and they're both Olympians, by the way. Her and her husband are both Olympians.
It's terrible. Embarrassing.
So
are we in agreement that there is some form of white privilege when it comes to police treatment towards black versus white?
I think me, you, Pepe, Finder, and this example, I don't want to be trying to make it. Monica, where are you at with it? I know I keep asking you, but
I know, you keep hoping for a different opinion. I know.
Organized, this would be over with.
I know. Sonny Johnson has a 4-minute video about policing in America and the different cultures.
I don't care about that. You provide sufficient data for this. Nobody.
James, I just believe
Hold it. They provided the data. You provided the data. Hell, I'm the only one that did it. So where we at? We can consider it a privilege not to have to go through racial profiling, right? Especially in the instances of policing and excessive force. Are we having a hard time saying that that is a form of white privilege?
I got another example.
No more.
Once we get her answer, I'm saying moving beyond racial profile. Another example of white privilege. Sorry about that. I just wanted to.
No, we don't need clarity. Because the problem with these discussions is that now we're all over the place.
No. When we're done talking about.
When we're done.
I'm talking about another form of white privilege. You asked for one example. I threw in.
Okay, wonderful. Monica, you're slowing us up.
I'm sorry, T, because I don't like to lie, and I just think that.
Okay, don't just tell us what you feel.
I struggle with this because I think there's so many other factors that laying it at the door of white privilege, I don't think it's accurate. I don't think it accurately represents what's happening in our country.
We're just this. Oh my gosh, make it easy for yourself. I wouldn't put that. That's burdensome. So we're just.
Sorry.
What state you live in, Monica?
Remember the example is that we're in upper middle class. We scratch out all the middle as factors.
Right.
Not gonna work. Fine. Forget about it. We're in upper middle class.
All things being equal, I can see that the majority of our country benefits from there's a phrase I'm looking for, and once I get it, it will make sense. Benign trust. like there's because of this group of people don't tend to act a certain way, then people are not automatically suspicious and distrustful of them. And I think that's a benefit, and that's a privilege.
Well, that's a privilege, right?
Right.
Okay, so she had to go ahead and...
I had to. I'm sorry.
Guess what? There are things that create your biases and perceptions, and you know, if you're racist, maybe those are things that contribute to racism. You know, fine. Maybe you see some statistics, and maybe you think there's some uneducated, you know, people, gullible motherfuckers that can't comprehend shit. Maybe you think that, you know, that's fine, and maybe that's something that you think is worth considering, and maybe that consideration is also inconsiderate. There's other shit to consider along with it, and we're not. It don't matter. My thing is it white privilege or not? And I guess we all agree at this point. It only took an arm and a leg. No big deal. We're gonna wait till Faye gets off the phone, and she's gonna give us another example of it. Because I wouldn't just say, "Oh."
What other examples did you guys come up with? We only took.
Well, we were talking about racial profiling.
We only managed to get one because Monica's dragging her feet. Monica's dragging her feet.
If you got a part of it, no big deal. And we're not here, you know. So the thing is, white privilege a myth, and I need, you know, I'm gonna make it nice and clean. So I said, okay. Faye gave her take on it. She says, yeah, it's there's such thing as white privilege. I do think classism is more so a thing. Blah 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 blah. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Then I said, okay, give me some irrefutable examples of white privilege. You know, at any level. She said, okay, racial profiling. I said, beautiful. Let's talk about it. Monica went and provided data, you know, about excessive force, you know, and how Black and Hispanic people, you know, experience more excessive force, you know, and shit. Pepe did too, and then so did Faye. Like, cool. Then we got into all this ghetto shit, you know, and then I put it up into upper middle class, because that makes more sense. I don't understand why we were in the Black environment talking about racial profiling.
I don't understand why everybody says it.
Booty profiling. Yeah, I mean, they're all Black. So now we're up in, you know, say an upper middle class environment. You got mainly white people, you got some Black people, you know. Who's more susceptible to excessive force at that point? And then the question that we're at, and I guess we finally got it answered some kind of way, you know, is if you're white, could you consider that to be a bit of a privilege that you probably aren't having to experience the shit that guy might experience with the cops? All right. So now Faye's gonna give us another example. So that's only one example. You didn't miss much. Well, yeah. And Faye's gonna give us another example of white privilege, and we're gonna pick that apart. Oh, Hyder, yes.
Yeah, Faye, I'm just gonna make this quick, but I also want to get...
Okay, no, take it's fine. Go.
Hey,
Okay.
Hi. I just want to say, like, profiling is often based on empirical data, right? Rather than racial bias. That's just according to me. So, when we pointed out that racial profiling is criticized, we only do it in certain contexts, right? Such as policing, but not in other areas where profiling is, like, widely accepted. So, for example, if there's TSA screening, often focusing on young Middle Eastern men due to terrorism concerns, which we think is wrong, right? But yet this is less controversial than profiling domestic policing. So, the other example is basically, you know, like young drivers, they have to pay extra and higher premiums for insurance because they're statistically more prone to accidents. But we don't have an outrage about that. So I think that...
Not true. I'm going to say, he said less controversial. I disagree with that.
Hey, let's scratch the driver one out of it. This one.
No. He said about the Middle Eastern one and all that.
Isn't it?
It's very controversial, actually, Piper. That's not true.
Yeah, but then when it comes into a consensus, like, for example, now we live in a world where it's very tolerant right now, more tolerant than before, right? But back then, all these governments implemented those laws, and nobody made a big outrage about it at that time. I'm talking about at that time.
At that time, they did.
Yeah,
the Patriot Act, when it came out, they did. Guantanamo Bay, they did. Yes, they did. We had protests in the U.S.
Yeah. I just think that profiling is
I was there too. So I don't know. It was a big deal. The whole city of New York City marched. It was a big issue. This is during Bush's time. I don't know if I think Hyder, I think you haven't lived and experienced things in the U.S., so I think your perspective is going to be a little off for me.
But that's true, and this is just my opinion, and nobody has to agree with it. But what I'm saying is that you can demonstrate and protest all you want, but it was a world consensus, and these people put it into law, right? And
consensus on what part? Like consensus?
Like anybody that was called Muhammad was practically just whisked away as soon as they came into the security clearance in TSA.
I'm not denying that. I'm saying you're saying it was a consensus. It was less controversial. You're making statements that are not true. That's all.
So if all world governments make that decision, I'm not agreeing with the decision that they made, Sister Faye. But what I'm saying is, like for example, in today's world that we live in, where we protest and we change some laws by protesting and sending letters to our senators and whatnot, I don't think a lot of people did it back then because there was such a outrage and hatred.
We had lawsuits. We had controversial lawsuits.
This is where we're at with it.
I don't agree with you, Heider. I'm sorry.
And that's okay. And that's okay.
No, it's fine. We can agree to disagree. That's fine.
It's controversial. It's not controversial. It doesn't matter. Racial profiling is a shame. Right?
No, but he's diminishing the. He's saying, how come we're not giving that the credence that we give for?
They say they weren't, right? And yes, it's controversial. But let's just say they weren't. So I don't understand what is that? Is that some kind of strong argument? It may be. It might be going over my head. I don't get it.
I'm
not going back and forth about it.
Okay, yeah, we can go ahead. Sorry, Heider.
Who's the bigger victim here?
Oh, no.
They're both the shame.
So what was your overall point, though? Even though you're saying these statements,
I think that profiling rate it's never fair. And on an individual level, but it can be effective at reducing crime or addressing security threats. Yes.
Oh, you see why?
But I'm not talking about the TSA.
Yeah, Heider.
But I'm not talking about the TSA example.
Put Heider with Monica and Pepe.
But I'm not talking about.
You need to put Heider. Wait. You need to put Heider with Monica and Pepe.
I'll take them.
You see why?
Are we supposed to be
why I kept cutting him
skeptical?
off? I knew he was going there.
Faye, why won't you let me finish a sentence?
I knew
Why
it.
won't you let me finish a
You know what they
sentence?
do? You know what they do? I use
Babe.
arguments. They start to dismiss.
It's okay. I don't.
Wait. No, it's funny. No, it's an argument. Wait, T. No, it's not that. It's not that. No, it's not even about his point. No, it's not. It's the tactics they use. Listen, I'm used to this. It's the RPO
She's
part.
profiling me.
Wait. I've been profiling you
before you got in the room.
No, it's interesting. No. It's not that. It's not about his point per se. It's the way they dismiss and diminish a certain issue and to say something wild like what Monica would say.
But is this an echo chamber, Faye? Is this an echo chamber?
Wait a minute,
No,
something wild like Monica would say? Monica doesn't say wild things.
See, here's the thing. They're subjective, and I'm not on that. And maybe it's a good thing. You say your wild stuff. You better have some wild, accurate points and some strong ones.
And you know
you can have hold on for a second. If you can have your thoughts and beliefs and the way you feel, it's right today, okay? Because we're cutting out the fat. It needs to be accurate and a strong point. All right. That's it. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. I don't care if y'all are racist.
No, it's not even racist.
I don't care what it is.
Heider's East African, right? They got that kissing the boot of the colonial.
Oh no, Betty, don't do that.
No, Monica, one second, Monica. You know what the kick out of all of this is? I haven't had the American experience.
Oh, no.
But guess where I got all these talking points from? An African American living in America called Thomas Sowell in his book, The Vision of the Anointed, 1995. These are not my talking points. This is me doing my own research, Faye.
Hey, can I talk as a white person? On the white privilege myth?
Yes, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Can we T?
Hey, T.
I want to hear
Good to see you guys. I want to give a somebody who is the quote unquote minority
So
where
is
I go
Heiner.
to work every day. And my client told me the other day, you know, my father, right, the old rich white man, right, like, oh, I'm so afraid you're going into the West Side, you know, community in Chicago, and are you gonna have? I'm like, it's fine. I've never felt any, you know, like there's no violence. I don't see, you know, like I do the work that I do. I love what I do. And my client said the most amazing thing to me. He said, yeah, but you're not being targeted. My son who goes in, you know, he's got his cornrows on, he's got to be careful. And that opened my eyes to a way of white privilege that I had never thought about, that I can feel safe going into community with my Black brothers and sisters and feeling safe in a way that they can't go into a white community, and that the fact that they ain't gonna mess with me because I'm white. Like, that is how deep this runs. And I know nothing about it, but I wanted to make sure that I put this out here, hopefully for the white folks to hear too, that you know nothing. Like, you know nothing about what white privilege is, because this was a perfect example. But my client was like, you don't get it. And I was like, you're right, I don't get it. And glad to be here. Love y'all.
Shout out to you.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite. You will get targeted if you're a white dude and you go down to Compton. Trust me.
Wait, Alexander, there's no-go zones for white tea in Los Angeles?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, that's a damn lie. I mean, you can go there if you want, but it's I wouldn't go there if I was.
Bro, that's not
Okay,
true.
wait.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, y'all gonna hate. Y'all are gonna hate this room. You're really gonna hate the room, okay? Because this room ain't this. Actually, I don't care who's in the room. There's only a few people I care about in the room, okay? And we're not. I don't want to hear burnt ass examples. I want to hear strong points. The question is white privilege a myth?
No, it's not.
I'm not trying to hear 1,000 examples of bullshit. Give me a strong one.
Okay, this is a strong one right here. So
Who is this?
Okay, Royale. So when we look at the education system, right? By default, hold on. When we look at the education system, right? When our system.
Next.
Wait, I didn't get to finish. All right, go ahead.
Well, you shouldn't even start. To be honest with you, just hop right in. You didn't know where we're at. We got a structure. Structure here. All right, you can sit down and enjoy it, or not. Doesn't matter to me. You'll stop out crying anyway. That's what you did the last 3 rooms. So, Hyder. Okay. I couldn't hear
If
overall.
I get a cue though, I'm gonna speak next.
There's no cue, boo. Too easy. Hyder.
Yes, ma'am.
You were saying something, and I didn't get to hear all of it because you know. Did you want to state anything? Maybe you didn't get to say something you wanted to say.
Oh no, I actually said all the things that I wanted, and I presented them to Faye, and she was this close to calling me a coon, but that's okay. I'm gonna forgive her because I love her, Faye. But as soon as I mentioned all my talking points was from an African American professor, she just like walked over that argument. So we just gonna.
That's a good example of an argument that isn't strong. Okay, I'm glad that said it. Wow. I don't know that nigga. Not good. I don't like it. All right, so let's get some strong arguments. Thank you, Hyder, for that example. That's helpful. It really is. So appreciate it. Now, Hyder, I forgot your talking points already. Damn, that's what happens.
He was saying that was needed. He was saying basically these profilings, and he used the example of Islamophobia.
Profiling can be helpful.
Terrorism.
No. I didn't say that. My stance is that racial profiling is controversial, it's wrong, but it's often grounded in statistical reality rather than prejudice, right? That there's a lot of things that we need to eliminate. Like when you guys are having like these examples of police, right? So if a police station is having the same training for white officers, the way they profile black people, hey, dispatch, we got a black person that did, and I give you the example of the police officer is not asking for further explanation on the looks of the perpetrator, right? Or he's just going by black, then any black person he sees because of his training, he's going to arrest or do harmful acts on that person. So instead of focusing on the racial profiling, I think it's bad training
that's happening at these
I
stations.
don't give a damn what causes it. Is racial profiling happening? Is it wrong?
Right? It
Yes.
happens at the damn time. It happens in America. That's the
You
reality.
want another example of profiling?
No.
Oh, no, it's not profiling. My bad.
No, hell no. We got good ones. Y'all want to example me to death? I don't know why. So, does it happen? Yes. Is it wrong? Yeah. Why does it happen? Don't care. All right? I'm not figuring out no solutions today. Neither are y'all, actually. Shit. So we can actually be lighthearted about it because nobody's coming up with shit tonight. I'm trying to answer the question in the title, is white privilege a myth? So I said, okay, Faye, give me an example that you can't refute. Well, I thought it don't matter. And we're going to pick it apart, you know? All right, is it a privilege not to have to deal with that bullshit, racial profiling that is? I said, we only have one damn example. Monica made it very hard for us to get past this example. We finally got past it, you know? Kind of. So, Hyder, I don't know what you got a message to put.
Can we move on to the second one?
Are you trying to pick the police force? No, thank you. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I mean, there are people that probably dedicated with better examples than any of y'all on this motherfucker today. So, not our place in this motherfucking room. Hey, give us an example, please. You know.
Number two, I'll get. You can deny it or accept it. It's up to you. But I'll say employment.
What about it?
Is there bias when it comes to recruiting white workers versus black workers?
Of course.
Is there more of a privilege if you're white and you're applying for the job versus if you're a black person applying for?
It's just too broad for me. I mean, times where, you know, like.
I mean, with the same
overall,
same applicant.
Overall, sure.
Is that a privilege that they, don't have to worry as much?
Sure, of course.
I don't know if they're all going to agree with you.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Would they agree with you? Would Monica agree with that?
Well, because it's not as strong as the example, as excessive force. She's the one that came with the data. She probably won't. Gosh, it's gonna take us all night to.
Okay, I'll come up with another one. It's okay. I'll come up with another one.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get into it. Let me see. We need some examples, right? Or we need people to. Hyder. Yes. He said white privilege is a myth, and globally now. We're in America, okay, but that's okay.
We're in America.
Yeah, we'll take it for now, and we're gonna understand the limitations you might or might not have, right? But you said white privilege is a myth. Okay, let me hear it.
Geographically, it's a myth to where I'm at, right? But I can't speak in America. But if you guys want to stay in America, we can stay in America.
Let's travel the globe for now, while they're thinking of a good example of white privilege.
We can use the example that you just gave, Faye just gave with employment right now. If you go on Indeed, which is that recruitment app, and you apply for a job in the UK, it tells you specifically that we're reserving first place seats for BAME, so that's Black, African, minority, and ethnic and other ethnicals, right? So they reserve placements and interviews for melanated people, people of color, disabled people. We're talking about people part of the LGBT community. So it tells you specifically, if you're applying for this job and you are a cisgender white person, you are in the last of the queue.
That sounds like privilege.
Really? Damn, do they all say that?
All of the jobs. If you actually go on Indeed right now and just go and type in for federal government employee job or something that has to do with the State Department or even the medical side, and you type in, just looking for a job in NHS. Just type in NHS and Indeed and just look in one of the job roles and just scroll down at the requirements. It tells you there exactly.
Okay, Rohan.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I just posted a job in Indeed, so he said all of them, that's a lie. But secondly, I posted another link that shows when you compare, basically a study that showed that they sent resumes of equally qualified people. The qualifications are exactly the same. And the only difference was that the one group had convictions, the other group did not. I.e., like the white people had felonies, the black people didn't. And it turns out that a white man with a felony had a higher rate of callback for a second interview than an equally qualified black man without. So this is a study. It's not just some person saying what they saw on Indeed, right? So that link is in the chat, and both links are.
Let me get Hyder. I need a direct response. I need a direct response from him.
I think active listening is really important. So we moved the conversation from America. So I just said at the beginning, we can move it over to geographically.
Oh, he did say that.
So yeah.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You moved it to where?
So you said we're going to talk about where you live, right?
He said Indeed.
You said the globe. Are we not on the globe?
No. Specifically, I said geographically.
You said Indeed, though. You used the search engine.
Did you say NHS?
Yeah, we were talking about the NHS. Yeah, I told you NHS. NHS doesn't exist in Nevada, Las Vegas, so I don't know what this whole point is about. So I can't speak on America. I'm not an American citizen. I can only speak about what I know and where I'm from, right?
What did you? I'm sorry, Hyder, to slow you down. But what did you tell me to look up? Which organ?
So if you go to Indeed and just type in NHS, right? Just look up for a midwife role or a radiographer, a sonographer. Just look up for it, and then it'll tell you exactly there at the bottom.
All right, let me understand the scope. You said geographically, and where are we at? Where in the globe are we at?
Just type in London, because I can only speak about the UK. I'm not from America, so I can't give out stats.
NHS and London.
Yeah, change the location.
Okay. And we're gonna quickly get off of this because I don't want to be in London right now. Why didn't you just say London from the jump? How was this geographically this and that? I don't understand.
I'm just jumping for London right now. They wanted me to paste it. But I mean, that's true either.
Hyder, you got some explaining to do?
And you said, when you said, you kind of back yourself into the space that made me start to look right away.
Okay, I'll do the research for y'all. Let me just drop in the link.
Well, it's just, I have it. I just
I have a good example when you're ready to.
Yeah. But also, let's not ignore the fact that the whole idea is based on this Indeed thing versus their actual studies on this. If you scroll up, you'll see an actual study on it that demonstrates how the callback rate based on race is disproportionately geared towards white people, to the extent that even if you are a white person that has a felony that would typically be the end of that person's application, the white person with the felony has a higher callback.
Yeah. I was going to say, T, I have another one that can just be beyond employment, just because you said you wanted something very specific and irrefutable, right?
Yeah, can we, let me get this, I think we're...
Okay, when you're done. I'm saying when you're done, just to move the conversation.
So we just need to find whatever Hyder's talking about, where to move it. Is that in the chat or something? Somebody can...
I'm just sending the link right now. Just give me a second. Boom, there we go. Paste.
Well, finding one isn't an argument for the propensity of it happening, right?
Because
I'm finding one now.
This is from the National Health Service website, so it's a government website. It's owned by the government. So
right. Okay.
It's a public jobs, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look at the link and go all the way up to the bottom. Let me read it out. Okay, so we're always looking to innovate our approaches and work together to offer the best possible patient care across our counties. We aim to represent and value the diversity of our local communities throughout our workforce and service provision. We therefore positively encourage applicants from underrepresented groups such as Black, Asian, or other ethnic groups, individuals with a disability, or LGBTQ individuals who meet the specific criteria. We at the Ambulance Service want to support our employees achieve a balance between work and other priorities, such
just caring, blah, 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 blah. We therefore welcome flexible working requirements. So this is going to give you the leapfrog over any Caucasian, straight, cisgender, or whatever term that you want to use, advantage. It does. I'm telling you, I've worked there for 12 years. I've been a paramedic for 12 years.
This evidence does not support your contention that it gives them an advantage. All it says is we encourage you to apply it. Your statement was that they're definitely going to get hired over everybody else. This is false. So you provided evidence that does not support the claim that you made. I think at this point you should probably retract that.
No, I won't. How about that?
I'm sure you won't.
You think that this is actually providing an advantage? I felt like this little snippet is what you were talking about, because I've seen that in different places. Definitely not part of every. Okay, you're talking geographically, but you believe that this guarantees an advantage or something?
Yes, I've worked in that department. I've physically worked in that department.
Oh my gosh! And you worked there in what? And what'd you see?
What do you mean? What did
you do there?
I worked there as a as a paramedic for 12 years with the NHS.
As a paramedic, I thought you were going to say HR. It's crazy.
No, I wasn't working as HR. But I can see the recruitments and the new recruits that's coming in through, right? Yo.
Case closed.
And I just posted in the chat the NHS breakdown by ethnicity on their for their employees. And so if this were true, you would think that blacks would be disproportionately represented, right? That would be the conclusion. In fact, the numbers are Asians 12%, blacks 7.4%, Chinese 0.6%, makes white 74%.
Okay, so here's simple maths for you, Rohan. Black people are 3% of the whole population of 65 million.
Not in London.
No, we're talking about the whole country, right?
You're talking about London. What?
Okay.
You were using London, now you're talking. Okay,
London, if we're looking at 3% of black people in the whole of UK, we're talking about at least 1.5 black people in London, Faye. Okay, let's even use that argument, right? So 1.5% of black people, and most of them go into NHS jobs. Black people are fairly educated over here, right? Most of them choose NHS jobs, especially black women. We've got a lot of women from the Caribbean, a lot of women from Africa that go into it, and they all got British citizenship. But my thing is, we can't use the same mindset as different continents for this example. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
There's a higher population of black people in the North American continent rather than in the European continent.
But the largest minority in London is black.
I don't know. I don't have the stats for that, Faye.
We can move on, T, if you're still there.
Andre, check your back channel, please.
Heider, you can look it up. They make up the majority of the minority population.
What percentage?
Sorry, excuse me?
Do we have a percentage or an estimate on the person?
In the UK or London? In the UK, they make up the Black British citizens with African and or African Caribbean ancestry are the largest ethnic minority population at 3% of the total population. Indian Britons are one of the largest overseas community, and 2.3 for them percent. But anyways, I just think Heider's discussion is flawed. There's no connection for me. I'm sorry.
I thought black people would be like 80% of the workforce or some shit. What the fuck?
This is an interesting question I have, because my boss was like, it's a good thing DEI is being dismantled in America. And I was like, really? I was pushing back. You really think that white people are my boss is a black man, right? He's like, no, it's good. Have you looked at the list of people that got phones? It's the white woman, and then it's everybody else. And us black folk, I was like, shit, that could be right, you know? And so I think that it's admirable with those statements, right? But in reality, what does that turn out to do or be, or, you know, like, ooh, yeah, that's heavy for me, but I'll stop talking.
Well, we can make the argument of white woman privilege. And I can see a lot of harm that white women, especially the woke liberal ones, have done to our country.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Not the number one.
Okay, for another topic. We just want to, I want to move it. Sorry. Black mothers versus white mother when it comes to maternity care.
Okay. Another topic. Okay. All right, fine.
That's unfair.
Why is it unfair?
That's not this
We can
topic.
entertain it.
All right, let me understand this. Is that for this topic or just
There's white privilege. There's white privilege in carrying a baby and delivering a baby in the U.S.
Okay, all right, let's hold on.
Black women are
This is the
have a
next
higher
example.
chance
Hold on.
of-
Is this the next example?
Yeah, that's the next example. And then we pass.
Okay, let's hold on to that for a second. Let me just ask one question. Did Rohan squash Hyder's point?
I think he did. But that's
Is it? Okay.
I love.
I want to answer the question.
Oh yeah, Rohan lives in the
Did
UK.
you have one?
We'll get it next time.
He knows everything. Yeah, he lives in the
Well,
UK.
Rohan's just
Apparently
smart.
he knows it.
Well, hold on, Hyder. Did you because your argument is that the snippet at the bottom, are you saying that creates some kind of unfair advantage or something?
Snippet is if we have it in English,
Aliens, helpful as well.
I'm sorry, don't accuse me of that. I'm taking it very seriously.
No, I'm accusing the person that's actually laughing.
All right.
I'm sorry, Hyder.
So, what are you saying about that? Actually, let's get out of London because I've got.
You mentioned a question about the outcomes metrically between white women and black women when it comes to complications during birth. Now, yes, black women are more likely to perish in comparison to white women, but white women are twice as likely to perish in comparison to Hispanic women when it comes to complications. So I guess what I would like to touch on is where is this? How did this white supremacist, I don't know, treatment and care lose its way where we wanted to save white women, but we're saving more Mexicans?
It's not that. Pepe, that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that when it comes to maternal mortality, it's a fact that in the U.S. black women have a higher chance of dying from complications.
Okay, but why
Some of them are preventable. Wait, let me finish.
That's the truth.
Wait. Let me finish. Gosh, preventable. But it's the fact that it's the mindset of the doctors not believing in the pain of the woman. If you look into it, which I have, yes, it's a thing. In terms of pain, there's a lot of stereotypes.
But you're not.
But you're not mentioning.
Before you chime in. You're not mentioning hypertension, diabetes, and preeclampsia.
No, she's correct. She's correct. Sure, but she's correct.
I said complications, Hyder.
Yeah, she's correct. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Before we continue.
When it comes to hold on. When it comes to the pain scores, no, you can shut the fuck up. When it comes to the
Whoa.
who is it?
Whoa.
Now, give me the
Oh, hell no. He did not say it.
No. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck
All right.
Oh, yeah, sorry, T.
Let me tell you something. This is what I'm looking for because I'm not getting into this. Stop. This is poverty. I'm not arguing
Thank you, Rohan. It is
I don't care who's a coon. I don't care who's a racist. I care about strong points. So what I'm doing here is trying to find irrefutable shit. I don't want to get into all this healthcare. I'm looking for stuff that's bad. So racial profiling, that could have been cleaner, but Monica was stuck. And she got past it. Fine, it's gonna happen. See how hard that one was when it should have been easy? Do you think we want, so that's why we need simple examples that are irrefutable. That's why, because it's gonna get crazy anyway. We're on Clubhouse with a bunch of people that have been fighting over race for years. They're all scorned and messed up. They got grudges and chips on their shoulders. I don't get, what? So let's get some simple examples. I'm not getting into no FBI reports and all the crap that you do every day. I don't care anyway. Doesn't affect me. All right. So now let's agree on an example. All right, because that racial profiling one should have been easy, but it wasn't. I'm just trying to prevent, having a headache. Y'all go fight somewhere else, okay, and throw the same fucking data around and interpret it same burnt ass way you want to interpret it so you can push your motives and your points and how you feel. I don't care about if somebody's racist. I mean, they're probably poor. So what does it matter if you're racist? You can't do nothing about it anyway. Or you're ineffective. Right? That's my view on it. I don't care. Now, there's only one question in the room. Is white privilege a myth? There are people that believe that white privilege is a myth. I mean, hold up. Is pretty privilege a myth?
No.
No, your answer.
No, it's not.
If you don't have an answer, then just don't talk. Then don't talk if you ain't.
What's your answer, T?
What's your answer, T? I'm asking y'all for answers. What the hell is you asking me questions? Who asked me that? Let me make sure it was somebody I like.
No, I'm the new guy.
You're the new guy.
That's Ike.
Hi, Ike.
Hey.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying hi. So hi. Is pretty privilege a myth? Let me just, because I just need to understand.
Pretty privilege comes with some notable disadvantages. I don't know
why you do this to me.
I know.
Pretty privilege comes with like every fucking advantage that you can possibly fucking believe. Yes, maybe you're more likely to get raped
fucking attention
or
from
taken
fucking
advantage of.
assholes that make inappropriate passes and objectify you and after your body instead of
I'm
you.
not asking if it has drawbacks. I'm asking if it is a myth.
How many women that look like supermodels live in the fucking hood, or live in the favelas in Brazil, or live anywhere poor? Amazing.
They might be preferred, but they might not be privileged.
He's asking you if it's a myth. Is it a myth? Is it a myth?
Answer is no.
Fuck it, I was thinking. I got no. It's not a myth. I didn't ask you. Y'all need to know that. Let's find out this together.
That's why Trump picked Vance, is because he's pretty.
He is pretty.
My new friend Ike. All right.
Those eyelashes, man.
So pretty privilege is not a myth, though, right? And white privilege is a myth. That's crazy. All right.
Oh no, white privilege is not a myth in certain circumstances.
Oh, Pepe, what got into you? What got into you?
I've said to this, like,
No, hold on. I'm asking Pepe what got into him. What did he say? I forgot. He said, shut up, bitch.
He said, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so
What did you do, man?
nothing. But if I'm driving through Alabama and a white
No,
cop,
Pepe, I'm only asking you. Why are you talking to me like that? I don't talk to you like that.
I couldn't see who was listening, and I was just we get along. I don't hate anybody.
Man, like what?
Why did you?
What's up? What's up? Do you want my address? Is that what you want? What's up? What are you gonna do?
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't do that ghetto shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Don't shoot. I don't want any trouble.
That's so poor.
What do you mean like ghetto?
I mean, whatever.
It was very.
I don't pull up to people's houses after a disagreement. Because they ask for my address. That happens all the time.
Stop yelling in my ear. God.
Let me talk. Nobody else should be jumping in. I'm asking Pepe because I need to see what time you're on. Why are you hostile?
I'm over everybody.
You're breaking up. Hold on.
I'm not. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's better.
I'm not hostile. I love everybody. That's where I'm in this room. We have disagreements, and I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't even disagree. So I'm just checking your temperature.
But I couldn't hear, and like I was just hearing somebody like yelling, and then I couldn't see that it was you, my Nubian queen. And so I was like, like, oh my God, somebody's yelling over me. Like, I have to say something.
That's out the way. You didn't see it, no big deal. But then the whole want my address. Why are you doing that?
I don't know, because people threaten to pull up all the time. Like, that's your life, cracker. And then it's like, okay, amazing. I live in a stand your ground state, and castle doctrine here, and I have guns, and I will shoot right through my door if you want to pull up on a cracker, that's fine. I would advise against it. I'm not going to pull up on you.
Has that happened to you in this room? So gross.
Yeah. No, not in this room.
Here, man. Like,
okay, so relax, honestly.
Yeah, come on. You don't have to do that. So because what our experience is like, if people are getting in your way, and I'm a moderator, that's just gonna happen. But like when people get in your way, I clear the space. But if I say, all right, hold up, there's a structure here, because I don't want it to be the same kind of conversation that always happens. I want to get to the point. You got a strong point, and people can't refute it. Then that's your point. You had strong points in the last. Hey, you don't need to do that. So I don't know what you're on. But that's okay. Forget about it.
You're fine. You're a lovely woman, and you're running a great space.
Yeah, no big deal. Let's just we're gonna start.
I knew if there was a lot of background noise, it had to have been yak off.
Hey, subscribe now. How are you? Do you think people actually click on that because it says subscribe now?
I don't know. Do you?
Is the subscriber count up to
7,000. We're headed to 6 million. Did you know in the movie Dune, it was the Mahdi was to lead 6 million fighters? I have the movie poster in front of me. It says, "It is the deadly battleground where a young leader will emerge to command an army of 6 million warriors against the tyrannical force that threatens to enslave the universe."
What other 7th grade kid movie posters do you have on your walls?
That's the only one I have.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Oh, you got something against the movie Dune?
My mom threw them out. They were really high-quality posters. They were marquee posters, like coming out of movie theaters.
Oh my gosh, she tossed them?
Yeah.
Doesn't she appreciate good art?
Oh, actually.
I just wanted to let you all know that Hashem sent me a letter just a few minutes ago, and he told me to tell you all that I am your official Shabbos Goy, sent from Hashem Shemayim Rabbona Shalom to tell you all that you are in violation of Hashem's ordinance of the Shabbos.
Which one of the 39 malakas are we violating? I would wish you would point to which one we actually are.
Let me get my Sefer Haggadah and go to Sabbath and read you the wisdom of the Torah.
Don't do your hypnosis right now.
Is this what this is?
Yes, Rafi. Don't like you guys are. Those are dildos when you guys like it.
You're ruining my YouTube audience. Anticipation was building, Rafi. Please.
Audience? You call 3 people an audience?
5 people, 6 people, 7 people. I got Clown House rooms going. I got X accounts going. You don't even know which platforms I'm on.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting paid for this, or this is all like...
Yeah, I went to Israel on a birthright trip in 2002. I met a guy named Shlomo. He said, "You want to work for Mossad? We got this big thing coming out called cryptocurrency and crypto communication. You want a job trolling Clown House?" I said, "Does it pay?" He said, "Did Rodney Dangerfield make $1 million? Did Sam Kinison make $1 million? Yes, it fucking pays."
It's like, Rod, you get no respect.
No respect at all!
I like to call name correct for people.
Sean.
Who here's on lithium?
I was, but I became toxic to it. I had to get my blood, what do you call it when they take the blood out and they strain it? Dialysis. I had to have kidney dialysis done, or blood dialysis done.
You're on dialysis?
Yeah, from lithium toxicity. After about 7 years, on average, people will become toxic. My doctor forgot to do tests. You're supposed to get them done once a quarter, and he forgot to.
That's a permanent thing now, right?
No. It goes. I mean, it can kill you if you don't catch it in time. But, once the lithium's out of your system, it reverses itself. I mean, what can be permanent is if it damages your kidneys beyond repairs. Because lithium is what's the word in biology? Goes through. It's either the liver or the kidney, not digested, but metabolized. It's metabolized through the kidney.
I don't want to ask questions.
No, I don't care.
They go by the EGFR, right? As one of the measures.
Yeah, no, it's the lithium serum count. I think it's a measure of the lithium. I think it's milligrams per deciliter or something.
Right.
Are you a doctor in Israel? No.
Not yet. No, I'm not.
Is everything okay though, Vito? Why are you asking? Yeah. Is this a friend quote?
I gotta get that too. I gotta get that kidney stone surgery.
Ethan, you're so Chicago, I swear.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. You're so Chicago. It's ridiculous.
How's that? I've been living there for 30-some years, but yeah.
You're like 80 Chicago. That's
I'll
what
be
you
right
are.
back, Anton. I gotta get something. If you have any other questions.
I am a product of 80s Chicago. I love that town. There's a lot to do there. I haven't been there forever, but what part of Chicago are you from? You're from Chicago?
No. I've had family. I lived there for a little bit too, but I love Chicago.
That was a great town. Of course, it's probably changed since I left, but just like the neighborhoods, all these other neighborhoods. Lately, when I went to college, great town. All the jazz clubs I used to like to go to. Chicago pizza. There's a lot to do there. Yeah, South Cicero Street, yay! I used to live there, around there.
What do you like more, deep dish cheese pizza or pan pizza, Brooklyn style?
I kind of like them both, actually. But I do miss the deep dish. I think that's like a whole meal, Yeah, I kind of miss the deep dish. I like the stuffed pizza. Well, if I remember correctly, what was there? Was Giordano's,
Illuminati's,
yeah.
There's Duets as well.
That's the one my dad used to like to go. We used to go there all the time.
Eduardo's. Wow, not a lot of people know about the beauty of Eduardo's cheese pizza.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the one in Skokie? Is that the one you went to on, what was it, Old Skokie Boulevard and Dempster?
Yeah, exactly. I had a friend that worked there as a delivery guy, and he never made the orders right. He always messed that up. It's the only job he ever had in his life. But
I think that place became a bagel shop.
Did it?
Yeah.
Bagels. Now, Skokie well?
Yeah, I mean, I went to Niles West in Oakton.
Oh yeah. Okay. When I used to live in Skokie back in the 70s, we used to go to this place called Kaufman's Deli. It was a restaurant called Barnum and Bagel. They're good places. And there's the most successful restaurant in Skokie, I think, is an Arab place called Pita Inn. Did you ever go there?
Yeah, many times.
It's fucking great, isn't it? I mean, it's better than these really places, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about food. That is the bridge between Jews and Arabs, or Muslims and Jews. It's the food, but if you keep kosher, maybe it's not the food.
Well, you say that, and my history teacher brought it up. That was one of the reasons that Jews were distinct and so were persecuted, because that difference came out. They wouldn't be eating. They wouldn't be invited to the houses. They said, no, we can't go there. We can't eat your food. That offended them, and yeah. I'm trying to remember some other restaurants. I was recently reading about
Did you ever go to Myron and Phil's?
You know what? Myron and Phil's is where my brother proposed to his fiance.
It's just a wonderful story. Can we be more inclusive in the conversation?
Yeah.
Do you like chopped liver?
There we go. Let's remove the geography component and get to...
All right, when you come to Israel, go to Tal Bagels. It's great.
Tal Bagels.
No, whenever I go to Tel Aviv, I always go to Old Man by the Sea.
Yes, you know something in life. That is so true.
Protein bagel. Have you had one, Rena?
No. But Old Man by the Sea is the best.
No, a protein bagel is made from cream cheese.
Man,
it tastes.
I've been around, Eitan. I'm 42. I'm a Talmid Chacham. I'm a Kabbalist. I read the Zohar.
The best bagel I had. And then I ate it. She goes, it wasn't made with flour. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, no, it was cream cheese. And I hate cream cheese. I'm like, no.
You like cream cheese in your sushi, Yakov? You like a good Vegas roll?
Yeah, the New York sushi. Doesn't it have cream cheese and wax in it? You eat sushi, Yakov?
Yes, love it.
Really?
You like the dragon roll with the spicy mayo, Yakov?
Yeah. Well, my family never ate Chinese food. It was the only Jewish family in the suburbs. So
you never went to Cow Cow?
Believe it or not, yeah. And the strange thing is, my parents grew up on food that was very much like Chinese food. Bukhari food is so similar. I don't know why they had a problem with Chinese food, but so when I got to college, I ordered it to the dorm. For the first 25 days, I just ordered Chinese food every day. So fucking great.
Randy, how are you?
Oh, dude, it's complicated.
Oh man, I tried to call you earlier.
Check your WhatsApp. I was out for dinner tonight.
Check your WhatsApp.
Okay. Dude, I spent more on dinner tonight than I've spent on on the last 4 dates. I went to a very high-end fancy restaurant. Not worth it. I'll say it. Not worth it. But that's what you do in New York, right? Anyway.
No way, man. You got to go to good places. Don't throw your money away on bad places.
Well, it was a good place, but I'm not someone who spends a ton of money on restaurants. I'm not a foodie. And somehow I did this tonight, and I feel kind of weird about it.
Well, you're trying to Pussy Ben Steele, Eitan. Pussy Ben Steele.
That's right. And I didn't even get invited upstairs, if you know what I'm saying.
Oy vey.
You're not going with my sister, and I don't even have a sister.
It's not going to happen. It's going to happen in the future. It didn't happen tonight, but it would certainly make it a lot easier to pay that bill. If you know what I'm saying, man. I'm sorry to keep it real.
The night is still young, Eitan. We can work some magic and find you a Shechina.
Sure. For that money, I could have easily had 2
Did you hear that? Oh my god. That was fucking hilarious. That kind of money I could have had 2 whores.
So they said somebody probably, I'm sorry to change the topic. Yes, because, so they put the heater in the bathroom because that helps to decompose the body quicker. So I bet somebody did this shit on purpose. But isn't that sad that nobody went to check up on them or anything?
And then the dog died too, wasn't it?
Yeah, they
They
knew
knew.
too.
Oh, they said he likely died on February 17th. Based on
Because of his pacemaker.
No. That's a fucked up way to go.
Everyone died, even the dog. That's sad. Very tragic.
Hey, somebody said, what about BBL privilege? Is BBL privilege a thing?
There's no such thing as BBL privilege.
Yeah, that's a motherfucking lie. All the top strippers, top strippers, be having the BBL.
Fat ass privilege is a thing, but BBL privilege, I don't know about that.
Jordan, what up, bro? I ain't see you in a minute, man. How you been?
Good. How are you guys doing?
What's up, man? Do you suffer from hood rich privilege?
Technically, yes, I do. Yes.
Break it down.
Well, I mean, I grew up in the affluent Jewish suburbs. That was my hood. And
You got money privilege.
I had money privilege, and then something happened. But I'm more concerned about pretty privilege.
Break it down.
Beautiful women have the most unearned privilege ever. I was just listening to a podcast about this, and it breaks me up into tears. This guy is talking about how successful men have to be assholes and beautiful women have to be crazy. Now, I'm not saying that's necessarily true, but it was such a fascinating conversation. I'll see if I can find the podcast. Share the link. But again, this is an empathy issue. Like, if you can't walk in someone else's shoes, you have no idea how they absolutely may be oblivious to their own privilege, right? Like, white privilege is there was a room on white privilege that I was just in. I mean, white privilege is a thing, for sure. But some people are not willing to acknowledge it. It's crazy. And technically, I'm not white because I'm Jewish. I'm Middle Eastern.
Technically, it's crazy.
True.
Sometimes privilege is a thing as well.
Oh, height privilege is real. That's a fact. I think so, because y'all be talking about y'all only fuck with niggas with money. Y'all mess with a broke tall nigga. Well, no, I don't know about at this age, but
That's hilarious.
y'all don't mess with a broke tall nigga over a short, let's say a dude making $250 a year and he 5'2" versus a 6'6" nigga that make $20,000 a year.
I ain't never been one of them.
This is why it's good. It is a great concept.
Wait, what was the question?
A dude that's 5'2" make $250 a year, or a dude that's 6'6" and make $20,000 a year. Who you dealing with?
5, because I'm 5'3", so it's okay. 2 short motherfuckers in it.
Just be here now, Randy. Just be here now.
Maybe, after 2 more dates, you say, hey, where's this head? Just have a conversation.
Randy, who cares where it's heading? Just be here now.
Come on, John.
No, dude. Okay, I get you, John. You're trying to cheer me up, all right? But, I mean, I know where I want it to head. I want it to head to a town called Pound Town.
You can't until you get to...
All right, finish the sentence, buddy. Come on, until you get to what?
Thanks, John. Just keep it under control. That's all I ask, okay?
Rabbi Shalom. I'm just saying, after you go to Pound Town and you're all sweaty and exhausted and have a heart attack and you don't even want to take a shower, you're just like, what the fuck? Why don't you want to take a shower?
Listen.
Why don't you want to take a shower?
Because they associate masculinity with height. So that's the only reason. Like
Y'all attribute masculinity women with skin tone. Y'all be calling
Oh shit. I listen to you guys like this is
Jamaican, of course you like light skin.
no, let me tell you this. I like what likes me. And light skinned men like me, so I love them back. Wholeheartedly.
So you like Puerto Rican niggas?
I love it there, yes. I love the light skin.
It affirms what came before. So it's actually giving affirmations to the Bible in, the New Testament and the Old Testament. So,
What came before that?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Like, I've heard some people speak about that within Islamic paradigm, if you look at the Quran, it doesn't say that these texts are corrupt, like you say. So, yeah, that is going to be a mind-blowing thing, for sure. I have to look into it, though.
Yeah, if you
Period. Have you guys settled all your problems yet? Have you figured anything out in the past hour at least? Any definitive conclusions? Any absolute truths?
Anyway, if you go and check that out, you'll actually find that. Master.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you very little.
All right. Yeah, I just think that Islam is kind of like a bastard child.
A lot of girls, they're gonna get that chick with the BBL just for entertainment purposes. To do that.
Is it BBL proven or is it just having a fat ass and it's just something to look at? I'm confused.
Christianity.
I mean,
they can have they want their own prophet. They want their own Jesus.
Y'all get it. Right? Who in here got a BBL?
It's just so sad. That these people have some identity. In some ways, they stole from.
Because I've always been curious, like, how much do they really
You got a
cost?
BBL and do you got a
It
BBL?
can range from $5,000 to $20 all the way.
Damn, how you know?
So is that like the? I work in this industry. I work in the post office.
Didn't they destroy a temple and just put a mosque on top of it, basically?
There were other places they did this at, but they didn't specifically I think the temple was taken for the first time from the Byzantines. And I think
are you talking about in Jerusalem, like the Mount that
The Temple Mount.
Yeah.
They didn't destroy the temple. Right? The Romans did that centuries before. But yeah, they built right over it.
That's not what we're talking about. What I'm trying to talk about is there's no evidence to suggest that Muhammad was taken up by God and then returned to earth and all these different things, and that's where he did that from, and that's why they claim it was so important for them to take it. So they have this like type of thing, and they've done this more than once, where they take particular places, sites, religious sites like this, and claim it as their own.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Look, I just want to say too that you guys are right that the Romans technically destroyed it, but it was the site of the Temple Mount, right? And the Muslims specifically built the Dome of the Rock there on the Jewish holy site, knowingly, so it's like I don't know what you call it, as like a troll or maybe like a power play or something, right? Like building a mosque on one of Judaism's most holy sites is not an accident, right?
Yeah, Islam is like a bottom feeder. That's basically what it is. It's a bottom feeder of the Abrahamic beliefs.
You mean to say that they're the N-word of the bottom feeders?
What do you mean N-word or bottom feeder?
Just don't pay attention to him.
Ignore me. I'm just now.
No, I can't. I'm one of the best when it comes to dealing with any.
You said they were bottom feeders. I said they're like the N-word of the Semites, is what you're saying.
Let's get the motor back in here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, the idea is that we're we're gonna let Yo deal with the racists. Let's get rid of him.
I'm not a racist. I'm just saying he's saying that the Muslims are the bottom feeders. I said that's like the N word of the Semites. That's factual.
No. So let me deal with this. You don't even know history halfway.
Half of history, shit.
So when we were younger, we were all brainwashed to be like whitewashed. So
We were whitewashed, not blackwashed.
No, there's things that are good that are white, and also bad that's white. Bad that's black, and good that's black.
The question that remains is like, if we're trying to preserve like religious sites, and that's what they believe in preservation, which is a cornerstone of their religion, then if it considers itself an alien, why did they replace like Jewish expressions?
Because that's what she said.
Yeah, so you're getting on topic very, very well. Make sure that he knows.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, how's Trump America? Do you mean the system?
Christianity was under dictatorship. That was the worst version. So if you talk,
Is it freedom or is it dictatorship?
Why are you stuttering?
We live in total freedom and absolute liberty in America because of Donald Trump. And only because of Donald Trump. God bless the King of America, DJT, the Orange MAGA one. All hail DJT!
This is the fucking. Why did you report me, you fucking asshole?
You got reported, Bussy?
Yes, you did, you fucking stupid ass.
How did you know that I reported you?
Because you said you were gonna fucking report you and your fucking dad.
Where's your party hat then, Bussy?
No, I got a fucking warning, you stupid ass.
Ooh, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Don't blame me.
Why are you Jewish?
Am I Jewish?
Everyone's Jewish.
Don't you know we all came from the Garden of Eden with Adam and Eve? They're the first Jews ever created.
The guy in the audience is not Jewish, though.
Oh, by the way, if I see Danny, I'm a fucking autistic baby.
You gonna pack her up, Beatrice?
I am gonna back her up. I'm gonna fucking pizza her fucking Down syndrome fucking retarded baby, and I'm gonna fucking call child service.
Ooh, red alert, hate alert. Somebody's hangry. Are you hungry or are you angry?
No, you think I'm fucking that bitch fucking wrapped me out to
I don't, yeah. What is it like, Trump? Is it sort of...
He nearly got assassinated. He nearly got assassinated twice, assassination attempts twice. He survived though,
Yeah, we know that. That's how he got into it. That's old.
He's a survivor, yeah.
What should I get for dinner? Should I get deep dish Brooklyn style pan pizza or should I get a chicken burrito?
Come eat this pussy, nigga.
You got fucking crotch rotch, bitch, and you ain't prepped properly. Oh, by the way, Bussy, I'm creating a new profile. It's going to be called Joanne Rivers. I'm going to do a Joanne Rivers impersonation.
You guys talk about Elon Musk. You talk about Elon Musk. He's trying to control people.
Girl, are you on Adderall? Because you're like really like talking.
No, we don't get that here, actually.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, a little Nigerian British person here.
It's just down the road.
Your sister.
What do you mean you don't get Adderall in fucking London? Where do you think they fucking made methamphetamine with the fucking chemicals? You fucking chemists over there.
What's your name, Madden?
Do Adderall. It's not kosher.
Patrice, you can't hear me.
You can't have it. We just don't get it. We have to get something
Listen,
else.
Patrice, you sound feminine, man. Shut up.
Oh, hey, little Haiti. Hey, little Haiti. Little Haiti, should I get deep dish pan pizza or should I get a chicken burrito for dinner, little Haiti?
I said thank you, little Haiti, for the heads up. I appreciate it. You give me a warning.
Shut the fuck up, man. Be quiet.
How about you suck my dick and fucking eat my asshole?
Patrice.
Hi, little Haiti.
What up, bro? How are you, little Haiti?
When was the last time you took a shower, little Haiti? That was like 4 days ago. Is that what you just said? You said 48 hours ago? Damn. Damn.
Hey, little Haiti, come eat this pussy, girl.
Haiti, they're trying to bully you. Haiti, are they trying to bully you? Don't take the bullying.
No, Haiti can't get bullied. She's a sweetheart. But she'll roll up on a British 007 agent anytime. She's our special agent. Oh shit, what did the doctor say, little Haiti? Take the deepest breath of the day right now. What did the doctor say?
How are you doing subscribe now?
I'm good, I'm bored.
Can I subscribe now? But I don't know what to subscribe to.
Just go to subscribepodcast.com right now.
I'm clicking on you. I'm joking. Subscribe.
Send me a cup of coffee and subscribe.
Hope I get a free magazine.
You're gonna get a free troll.
Type in fucking nigger autistic. Patrice. Fucking nigger. Patrice, I forgive you. We're joking. Bro, what's up? Ping in your fucking autistic nigger guy.
Do we have any Jews in the room? Are there any Jewish people in the room?
Soon.
Horatio, you're converting?
I'm gonna become an Ashkenazi.
Oh no! Are you gonna get a bris with a moil and have your penis schmeckled?
Oh yeah, I lose my foreskin, but I get some money. I think Horatio's getting.
You get money after they circumcise you.
Seems like a fair.
Who told you the secret of circumcision?
You gotta put it under your pillow. You put it under your pillow and then you get money.
No, what you do is you take your circumcision skin, which is technically your foreskin, and you put it in a bowl of some young guy with a bunch of ramen noodles.
And then what?
Come eat this pussy!
You put it in rice? Right.
Come eat this pussy!
If I eat it, does it make me younger again?
Brown rice, please. Pinto beans and chicken.
Oh no, not brown rice. Not for a special occasion like that.
You'd only know what that means if you went to Chipotle.
Patrice, are you trans? Are you trans? Yes, trans. Do you want to eat my pussy? Okay, congratulations. Congratulations, well done. Yeah, Trump paid for my surgery too. Thank you, Trump.
Oh, I thought he wasn't doing any of that for you.
You mean Biden?
Come eat this pussy!
Patrice, you mean Biden? Biden done for you. Bitch. Biden done for you. No, Biden didn't. It was Trump, actually. You think I'm joking? No, I was saying the Democrats did it for you. Democrats? What do you mean?
At the DNC, they were offering trans surgeries and free abortions to every voter.
I love the Democrats.
How can you focus on your
Horatio, what did you think about Donald Trump and J.D. Vance roasting Zelensky in the White House? It was delicious.
But what's Kamala Harris doing? Is she sort of
now you're really
employed or?
Right now, because you're really liking how it tastes, doesn't it, baby? Now go deeper.
Is she like you should still be the leader of the other party?
Maybe come at least like you're a good little slut boy. I'll make you kiss me with your tongue in my mouth.
Is this what you do every Friday night for work?
But see, can we have sex? Sort of at some point.
You like that, you little Nigerian pilot, don't you? See, I'm the captain now. Look at me when
Pussy, you're gonna burn in gay hell.
Say that to me. Say that you're an Nigerian pilot.
Who modded Pussy?
Bro, is that a fake hand? Bro, is that a fake hand?
Oh, and I don't think that Brock was enjoying the joke much.
Horatio, do you prep?
Do I what?
Do you prep?
No, I don't have sex. There's no point.
Well, then you should prep.
That's silly. Of course not.
Don't you understand how marketing works, Horatio? It's prepping all the time. We're preppers now. I'm prepping. Are you prepping?
How come everyone knows about prep?
Zelensky's prepping. They said Donald Trump has syphilis, and that's the reason why he exploded on Zelensky, our glorious and virtuous and honorable ally.
Why did Trump turn on Zelensky? Yeah, that's right. Why do you stutter? Like, what's up with your stuttering?
It's anaphylactic shock. He just gave a blowjob and took a load. Have you ever had an allergic reaction to sucking dick and drinking cum?
No, sounds like you have a stuttering problem. We don't have no microphone.
Have you ever had an allergic reaction to sucking a dick and drinking cum? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Come eat this pussy.
Have you ever had an allergic reaction to sucking a dick and drinking cum? Yes or no, Beatrice? Bussy, it's a yes or no question.
I just can't right now. Today was crazy.
Did cum hurt in everyone's eyes, or is it just certain types of cum?
Oh my god, Horatio, we're not talking about cum.
It stings, doesn't it?
No. Dumbass.
Have you ever had an allergic reaction to having a dick in your ass and cum filling your butthole?
Come on, Rachel, sing. Patrice, are you mocking the British?
Nicely done, Bussy. Great work. You've proven yourself to be a patriot over and over again. Bussy is the king of the trolls. Not only is he not gay, because there's no such thing as gay, but he is a man who talks like a woman all the time. He is a super troll amongst us super trolls. He is a god amongst the super trolls. A trans, gay, biracial Superman.
Britain colonized America, yeah? Britain colonized America, yeah?
Did you know there was 5 Statue of Liberties?
You got your independence from Britain, right?
Did you know there's this amazing social audio chat app called Chatter? And it's just like Clownhouse. They live stream it into Clownhouse.
You don't get independence. You claim it.
Okay, but you got it from Britain, right?
Liberty is not claimed. Liberty is a God-given right to man. You don't have to claim it. It's already yours, stupid.
What, 1776? From who, though?
You got loads of tea, didn't you? Or you lost loads of tea? I can't remember.
At least we're for you guys, it's 1776. Let's just say that.
1776.
Ryan, are you prepped for tonight? And are you going to have a seizure live on YouTube?
Hello, Crow, I agree. Crow, I agree.
Oh my God! Oh my God! News alert! Newsflash! Hampton Spears is live on YouTube. I gotta go.
Oh, Hampton.
Hey everybody, it's me, Hampton. I partnered with Edmund because he paid me, and now he's live streaming my show. It's me, your friend Hampton, your local gay biracial midget with an afro puff. Go to Hampton Spears on YouTube to watch me and Edmund live right now on YouTube. We're gonna live stream Clubhouse and bootleg it together.
This autism is sponsored by Ozempic. Ozempic on Clubhouse.
Ozempic has side effects: extreme diarrhea, vomiting, and going blind. Also, cirrhosis of the liver. Try Ozempic today to lose the weight that you can't get out from underneath. Ozempic, go blind today. This ad is brought to you by Pfizer, Moderna, J&J, AstraZeneca, and Clownhouse, part of the Bill Gates hedge fund group of incorporations. Thank you, Bussy, for being such an excellent host. Dr. Bill Gates wants you to know that if you're triple vaxxed and quadruple boosted, that's not enough. There is a new booster and vaccine available, especially for PrEP, who are more susceptible to infection because of the human papillomavirus and the AIDS vaccine. If you're not prepped or boosted today, call Dr. Bill Gates Incorporated at 911. Hello?
NPR will be right back.
Have you considered donating to NPR in this time of need and crisis where Donald Trump is causing chaos? NPR needs your money now more than ever before because J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy have gutted with Team Doge all of our money to pay ourselves $1 million a year to produce your favorite content. If you love NPR, please consider donating or buying me a coffee right now, today. Thank you.
Do you know someone in Clubhouse pretending to be Australian? Well, we got Christy. Christy here will get you a free membership in Australia. No membership here. Come on. Call Christy where you get your own membership in Australian Clubhouse. #1 on the board. Go, Edmund. Give a sponsorship.
Hello, my name is Christy. I'm from Sydney, Australia. Some of you know me from the Clubhouse app. I'm actually a 35-year-old married Jewish man living in New Jersey, pretending that I'm from Australia. And I love using this fake accent because my life is miserable. But I love you all. You give me such great joy coming here and giving you my best impersonation of a British woman living in Sydney, Australia. And it's absolutely ridiculous that anyone would think that I'm from here and I'm not an authentic and sincere person, even though I've never ever doxed myself. That's it. Don't forget to get boosted and come to Australia sometime and see our beautiful opera house.
It's sponsored by Foster. Foster, your own sponsor Australian here.
Good day, mate. This is Australian Bundy. I'm here to tell you to get prepped. I know we're a very multicultural society, and we believe that if a man wants to have a homosexual orgasm in another butthole and spread his cum-love juices in another man's anus, you should be prepped. And AstraZeneca and Pfizer have created the most innovative pill technology to help protect you from viral infection from having disgusting homosexual sex with other men. This message has been brought to you by Pfizer and AstraZeneca, now merged under the umbrella corporation known as Dr. Bill Gates Incorporated. Please, no copyrighted music on my YouTube live stream. You'll ruin an hour's worth of work, please.
Change it up then for Hispanics.
Hasta mañana. I went to Firestone today because I have a car problem, and they said they can't help me today. Come back tomorrow. So I said, hasta mañana. And the girl at the front desk said, hasta mañana.
Edmund's theme song.
Have you been trolled yet on Clown House Today by Edmund? He has over 5 accounts now, constantly trolling, ruining every room that everyone's trying to experience joy in because they're wasting their time talking about nothing. Have you been called an N-word or an F-word yet today by Edmund Dakin on subscribepodcast.com? No, well, go to subscribepodcast.com right now. That's you, starring you.
Oh, this is for the Asians.
That might be copyrighted music. Don't play it. Can I get you a deep fried hot dog?
This is Asian Chinese.
Yeah. All right, everybody, I got to get moving and shaking. It's now 11:18. If I don't leave the house now, I'll always be a loser. Some girl just texted me on Hinge, will you come over to my house and eat my ass?
What's supposed to don't get pink eye. Yeah, you better take your peppermint.
What's that stuff called? What are those? What's the peppermint oil stuff called? Essential oils.
Essential, yeah. Put a little drop of essential oils on there before you go down there.
I was in a room and this veteran, I don't know if you know who he is. What the fuck is his name? Half of his head is shaved. Cristito, or anyways, he's a veteran. Anyways, he lost his sense of smell because of COVID-19 or the vaccine. So somebody was telling him to like get some super powerful like peppermint extract, because if you can, I guess, like override your olfactory senses or something, you can like regain your smell.
No. I thought you were going to say something about eating the butthole.
Well, I was thinking, like, if you can't smell your own farts or your shit in the morning, like, what's the downside?
It's like eating butthole if you can't smell anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I like to know when I'm eating a chicken chop salad if they put mint in there. You know, that's just me. I love the flavor of food.
You be getting a side of milk duds.
Yeah. Put a little drop of peppermint on there before you go.
If you're nervous, hose them down with lavender.
I forgot that I had these. Oh my goodness.
And I get real high.
Well, I'd like to sing to you my favorite song. This is Frank Sinatra, 1939 remastered, Chicago. Bussy, can I get a little intro music, an intro beat? Funny with the money, or you got me mistaken, honey. I don't want to rape you. I just want the papers. The visa, capisha? I like the papers. Who's the head honcho? Slick like Rumacho, cool like Camacho, clubhouse honcho. I am. What is that from?
It's just a fucking random beat.
Damn.
So it's not copyright. You can't fucking use it. It's called Run, Nigga, Run.
Yeah, nobody copyrighted that. Nobody had their.
Oh my God, Drew Austin, where have you been, sugar daddy?
Hey, what up?
Oh my God, did you like my racial stuff I sent you? They're much better than what you sent me.
No, hold on a second. I think I sent the better memes.
Oh well, I sent you the more racist shit.
No, hold on a second. I sent you plenty of racist shit. Because I thought you good racist stuff.
You could do better.
I sent you the N-word. No, wait, did I send that? Yeah, I sent you the N-word.
You send me that all the time.
No, I don't.
Someone's calling me.
Send me that ringtone.
You know, say what you want to say about the Nazis and the Third Reich, but they had some pretty upbeat tunes there.
Yeah.
They had some catchy tunes.
Hello, can we take your call? Next caller, please.
Did you imagine calling somebody and that's a hold music?
Your call is important to us. Please wait while the next Nazis are representative.
Thanks for calling Diego and Diogenes Spooner Incorporated, a law firm based on fulfilling your rights. Please contact our paralegal Princessia Nura Bandura and Abby Iba so we can find out more about your complaint and future lawsuit.
Is he still denying it, by the way?
Deflect, deflect, deflect. Just like your enemies, the J words.
North Korean music is not copyright, man.
What do you think she's actually talking about?
How the leader is great.
Do you know what the great leader of North Korea's other names are that people refer to him as?
Supreme leader?
No, he's got an esoteric secret name amongst the people.
What is it?
Hello, Cam.
Kim Jong-un radio. Patsida admin class. Please stand for the Russian national anthem.